never confess, we cannot falter in the battle. We're tried and true. Indiana, we're all for you.
Welcome, everybody, to the Indiana Basketball Show on the Gruely True Sports Network. I'm your co-host, Mike Goodpaster, here with our other co-host, 1981 national champion, Steve Risley. Yesterday, the Indiana Hoosiers got another win by a point in overtime against Wisconsin. Steve, once again, they had a 14-point lead with about 9 or 10 minutes left, let it get away, looked like they were going to lose, pulled it out in the end. What was your biggest takeaways from the game yesterday?
We got to win. My biggest takeaway was we won the game. And I think at this point in time, you have to understand right about now is where you start breaking down. There are two types of people in the world predominantly. There are those that are task oriented. And task oriented are the people that sit here and read these stat sheets. They go over the stats right now and look at everything and break it all down. Stats are definitely important because they tell you a story as to why things are happening on the court. But if you live and die with the stats, you're going to become task oriented. I myself tend to be somewhat of a results oriented person. Let's just get the win. However we get there, we get there. I thought the takeaways yesterday were we started off and we won the first 5 minutes of the game. I thought we came out good and strong. We got a hold of the lead. And we let it carry us through through the first half. We weathered some of their charges at us, or storms, and we went through halftime. I think with a 6-point lead or something like that. Was it halftime? Yeah, we were up 6 at halftime, and we came out. And I think after the first 5 minutes of the second half, we were up 10, and it allowed us to weather their storm again. And we bent a lot the second half of the game, but we came back and we held on and we got it back into overtime after being down by, I think, as much as 3 or 4 points late in the second half, and got the game tied up again. And we're able to pull it out and get the win in overtime. Right now, I think the most important thing Indiana can be doing is winning basketball games. And they did that yesterday. It's what they need to be doing, is just getting wins. And, we got a very tough road swing coming up here. We need to get one of these 2 games as a win for us. And I think that would solidify us into the tournament, given the fact that we don't puke on ourselves after that. But one of the 2 games we're going to play against either Purdue or Illinois, if we could snag and steal a win there, we would probably be a seeded team in the tournament, I would think. Again, given we don't puke on ourselves throughout. So I'm a results-oriented person. We got to win. I'm happy with it. There are some telltale things on the stats that I'm sure you'll go over and cover and break down. We did some things really well yesterday. We adjusted well. We brought a player back into the fold who had been kind of out of the fold offensively for us for a time frame, and I'll let you talk about that. But I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. Wisconsin's a good basketball club. They had won 8 of 9 games.
Beat Michigan at Michigan.
That was not a bad basketball team that we beat yesterday at all. So that's my opinion, Mike. Break it down for us.
All right, we look at the stats. The first thing that jumps out at me, there's 2 things that jump out at me immediately. Number one is Indiana shot 48%. Wisconsin only shot
from the 2-point line.
From everything altogether, 48%. 38% was Wisconsin. I thought this was one of Indiana's best defensive efforts of the season. And the other thing is rebounds, 37 each. We've talked about before, if Indiana can stay within 5 or 6 rebounds, they should be able to win games. They tied up Wisconsin, who was a much physically bigger team. Indiana only had 8 turnovers. Wisconsin only had 7. Fast break points. I don't know if I've ever seen it. None. The entire game, there were no fast break points.
By either team.
Yeah. This is the thing that really stands out to me, though. 3-point percentage. Wisconsin made 12. Indiana only made 5. And what we've always said all year is if they shoot the ball well from 3, they'll win. If they don't, they'll lose. It didn't happen this time because of one huge thing. Points in the paint, Indiana 44, Wisconsin.
That was the difference right there.
Wisconsin, 28. And where that comes from here is none other than Sam Alexis, who played the game of his life so far yesterday. And he put up 19 points. He played 34 minutes. He was 9 for 10 from the field, 1 for 1 from free throw line. Rebounds, he had 7. He had an assist. He had 5 block shots, which were huge because that 14-point lead, when it started to dissipate, and we started to get in the area where we were down by 3 or 4 points at one point, Sam Alexis made a couple key. He made couple key rebounds. He had a key block shot. And when you look at this, the rebounding, 7 for Sam Alexis, 8 for Tucker DeVries. Tucker DeVries played okay. I mean, he struggled at times, but he hit a few big shots. But he keeps scrapping, and he's doing stuff more than just scoring points. He was 16 and 8 yesterday. Lamar Wilkerson, I thought, kind of struggled, even though he scored 25 points. The first half, he played really well. Second half, he struggled. He was 1 for 8 from three-point range. I thought Connor Enright played his ass off. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Bailey and Sisley basically weren't needed since Sam Alexis played the way he did. And my biggest takeaway from this is when Tatum Connerway comes back, Tatum Connerway starts. I think what we've seen from Nick Dorn is this. He's kind of like, you remember the microwave Vinnie Johnson in the NBA?
Yeah.
If you put him in a game and he hit his first shot or two, you left him in the rest of the time. If he missed these first couple shots, you get him out. Nick Dorn, I think, is a defensive liability, and you can put up with a defensive liability that hits for 15 or 20 points. You can't put up with a defensive liability that scores no points. So I think that in the end, when Connerway is perfectly healthy, Dorn will be the guy coming off the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Let's get him back. I mean, certainly we could use all the help we could get right now. And the points in the paint thing, I think, bodes well to where I thought we had more than one player taking the ball to the hole yesterday, too.
Well, DeVries finally, you brought it up many times. DeVries finally did it in the second half yesterday.
Yeah, he went to the hole hard. He hit 3 3-pointers, which is good, but he had 5 2-pointers. And free throws, how many free throws did he have?
Just a couple, I think. He had the 3 on the 3-point shot, and I think he had a 3-point play.
He was 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Yeah. So, but I think I attribute a lot of that difference in points in the paint not only to getting good offensive rebounds and that nature, but by going into the paint and playing the game inside the paint as opposed to playing it outside the arc. And we did that well, and it really pleased me to show that we could compensate from a bad shooting 3-point night and still be able to battle a team as good as Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen all year.
No, we haven't seen that all year long, and that's a real good thing to look at and see this late in the season as we're in a stretch run. So the other thing I want to note is I saw, and I think Sisley was the recipient, but we actually ran an out-of-bounds play, and Sisley ended up with a wide-open dunk off of it. We ran a play that we ran in U13 in basketball when I was coaching AU. It was called Pick the Picker. And they just basically ran Pick the Picker. To me, it's amazing to me that any college basketball team would ever man-to-man an out-of-bounds play under your own bucket. It's unfathomable to me that you wouldn't just go to a zone and zone a damn out-of-bounds play. But Wisconsin decided to man us, and DeVries made the right call and calling what I would call pick the picker, screen the screener. And here's Sisley getting just a wide open dunk. I think it was his only 2 points of the game in limited time that he saw. But I like to see that. There's good things happening to this basketball team. I thought a lot of good things happened, but I thought a lot of this team created a lot of the good things that happened to them too. I really appreciate the way they gutted out the runs that Wisconsin made on them. I think the importance there was getting off to a good start in the first 5 minutes of each half and kind of setting the tone and setting a tempo that they wanted to play at and things of that nature, and force Wisconsin to play catch up all the way through. And then Indiana, bent a lot late in the second half, but they didn't break. So
I can tell you this: the play of the game, Steve. had to be Connor Enright. Indiana trailing by 2 points in overtime. Wisconsin with possession. Enright draws a charge on the Wisconsin point guard, Nick Boyd, who was dribbling away from the basket beyond the three-point line. I know people are saying it's a controversial call, but the dude did lean into him. He did push off of Enright. Enright made a great play because you remember the ball was taken out of bounds with 30 seconds left, and Indiana is pressuring the ball, and it looks like things are starting to get away from him. It gets down to 15 seconds. Everybody's freaking out. Why aren't you fouling? And Enright made just a great defensive play there to get the ball back. Now, I will say this. Wisconsin got screwed on the last play of the game because I don't see where Wilkerson got fouled there. It looked like he was kind of leaning and they both fell down. But Connor Enright made the play of the game here. That was a great defensive play.
Yeah, it ties right into it. What I felt, and see if you agree with me on this. I thought this was one of the smartest basketball games Indiana's played all season. I thought they played heads-up basketball. They adjusted well when they needed to adjust. Going to the hole for Wilkerson at the end, whether it was a foul or not, whether Wisconsin got screwed or not, the smartest move was for him just to take it to the hole rather than stand out there and try and drill a three. That's the smartest play he made all game, was just going hard to the hole, and we got the break. We got the call. And how much would there have been the chance of him, shooting 28% from 3-point arc for the whole game, standing out there and dribbling around and just trying to drill a three, which we normally would have, to be able to sit there and be smart enough to just.
I think the way Wilkerson's played over the last few weeks,
he's going to the hole.
He's going to the hole a lot.
He's starting to get everybody else to go too. I mean, Tucker DeVries went to the hole as hard and had more fruits for his labor than he had all season. I mean, he put his 15, 16 points on the map, primarily from inside play. I know he hit 3 3-pointers, but those, he was so wide open on those. I think I could have stood up. No, maybe I couldn't have hit him. But you
can't see that far anymore, can you?
Jimmy Thomas could have hit him. Let's give
not
Jimmy
now. None of you can see far enough to shoot the ball.
Yeah, that's true. I would have needed my glasses.
You need your glasses.
This would have been me. This would have been me. Is there? Oh, there's.
I got mine too, Steve.
I got mine. Yeah. I agree. Boy, those glasses don't get too. They're just readers, but they don't get too far away from me anymore in my life.
Unfortunately,
so I think Indiana played smart. I think they played to win. I thought they were results oriented. They wanted to win. They weren't that focused on the tasks, and the stats came to them. They broke even on the rebounding, which was a benefit for Indiana. Indiana breaks even on the rebounding. They compensated for the poor 3-point shooting by going to the hole hard. And everybody on the court at some point or other than maybe Dorn, made a big play. Even Sisley came in on the pick-to-picker dunk, wide open. Was his 2 or 3 minutes he got playing time. He made a big play for him. And so everybody contributed a big play somewhere along the game time. Even the coaching staff, I thought Darren DeVries coached a good game, used his timeouts wisely.
Oh, wait, Steve, on Facebook, nobody thinks that. Remember? It blows me away, the people that go on Facebook and make comments about the coaching. There's the one dude who's like halfway or with like 2 minutes left in the game when they fall behind. You need to fire Darren DeVries because he hasn't called a timeout. People are literally stupid.
Well, they're opinionated. I appreciate them listening to us.
I don't know. I'm hoping nobody would make a comment like that listens to us, but I'm sure there probably are.
Well, there are. Sure, there are. There are people that don't agree with what we have to say, but it's key right now. It's just win, baby. I don't know what coach said that. There was a coach. It
was Al Davis.
Just win, baby. Yeah, it was Al Davis. And it just win, baby. And that's what this team needs to do the rest of the season is just win, baby. Don't worry about the stats right now. I'll take 28% 3-point shooting if we get a W against a good team like Wisconsin.
Yeah, and Wisconsin is a good team.
They won 7 of the 8, including the win against Michigan.
Anybody that wants to bitch about this team right now, you had a huge win against Purdue where they gutted it out at the end. And that's the other thing. I keep seeing people saying this team is soft. This team is nowhere near soft.
No.
Soft teams do not give up those leads and then come back and win. And they've basically done that in 2 of the last 4 games. But you've got to win at a good UCLA team.
Mm-hmm.
You had a close loss to a good USC team.
Mm-hmm.
You beat Purdue. You just beat a very good Wisconsin team that Michigan couldn't beat at home. I think it's time people start realizing this team's really not that bad. Now, they do have some critical shortcomings. But yesterday,
inside play is just.
Yeah, but yesterday they overcame that, and their inside play was better than Wisconsin's.
Well, they overcame it by going to the hole, and like you said, say what you want to about Wilkerson's foul at the end of the game. He went to the hole, and when you go to the hole, go hard, and there's contact.
Something
things
good
are going
will
to
usually happen.
Things happen, and it's usually it favors the offense.
John Simler says that replay shows in slow motion he got his lower leg stepped on, causing him to fall. That's fine with me. I'm good with it either way. We won the game.
No,
I didn't watch a replay because I was afraid to.
It kind of looked like Lindsey Vaughn out of the gates this morning. So
yeah, but at least it wasn't her knee that blew out. She just got her, what do you call it? The thing hooked on the flag and it dropped her.
Her pole dropped her. Yeah.
Right now, I hear she's going to drop it.
We probably just spoiled it for a lot of people.
No, we didn't. It was shown like it was live like 2 hours ago.
I watched it at 2:30. Well, actually, it was on probably about 3:30.
I didn't because I could care less. I will watch.
I just wanted to see that. I wanted her to do well.
I did too. I don't.
And then right now, I'm engrossed in Puppy Bowl tailgating. They're tailgating for the Puppy Bowl game right now.
Those dogs are going to take a long nap because all mine do is sleep all the time. All right, right now.
Do you realize in the Puppy Bowl that of the 20 years they've done that, maybe 18 to 22 years, something, they have a 100% adoption rate of the dogs that participate in the Puppy Bowl. 100% of the dogs that do the Puppy Bowl get adopted. How about that? You don't give a damn, do you?
I figured they would because all those dogs are puppies and they're cute. And they've been in the Puppy Bowl.
Yeah, people adopt them just because they can say they have a dog that played in the Puppy Bowl.
Okay. Do they wear jerseys in the Puppy Bowl?
No, they wear bandanas. They have.
Maybe you could get one of the dogs to sign the bandana for you. Maybe you should adopt one of the dogs so we could have the dog as a mascot.
Mike, they don't sign the bandanas. They shit on the bandanas, and then they send those to you.
Yeah, it's better than your living room floor. All right now, ESPN Bracketology has Indiana as a number 9 seed playing Utah State.
I'll take that.
I don't really want that because that entails playing number 1 Arizona in round 2. But I'll take it. It's much better than playing in the first 4.
I think Arizona is the most overrated team in college basketball right now.
What makes you say that?
Because they play out west out here where they don't know basketball.
They don't, Steve.
They play. What do they play in the Pac? Is the Pac-10 even still alive?
No, they're in the Big 12, Steve.
Oh, they're in the Big 12. Okay.
Yeah, they play Kansas, Texas Tech, Texas.
Ooh, powerhouses.
Actually, Texas Tech and Kansas are both pretty damn good.
No, Bill Self took himself to the hospital.
Well, he came back.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So he's all right. Right now, the net ranking has Indiana at 33, which is where they were before the win yesterday. Ken Palm has them at 35. But right now, everything I see, most places put them as a 9 or a 10 seed.
You know, the crappy part is with all this now, all this Ken Pong and all this rating, we now become a number 1 quad 1 win, whereas we beat Wisconsin. That was not a quad 1 win. And that's a quad 1 team we played.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I mean, but because we played them at home and because they had a record very similar to ours, that's a quad 2 win for us. Yeah, but that was the best quad 2 team in the country right now. I'll tell you that. If they don't say it's us.
Right now, this is what you have. A home versus a team ranked 1 through 30 is a quad 1 win. Yeah. If you're playing a neutral game, 1 through 50. If you play an away game, 1 through 75.
So is Illinois playing Ohio State today?
No, Illinois played last night and lost to Michigan State.
Ohio State playing Michigan playing Ohio State?
Yeah, Michigan's playing Ohio State.
Right now, I think it is going on right now.
I don't know if it's going on right now or not, but I know it is going on right
now.
Yeah,
it's on CBS before the golf.
Yeah. So
it's on right now.
Next up for the Indiana Hoosiers is tomorrow night, which means you can watch us Tuesday. But Indiana will play Oregon. Oregon has struggled a little bit as of late. They've lost 9 consecutive games, which includes they played really well yesterday against Purdue. But I don't know if they played really well or Purdue is still kind of in a funk. Steve,
I think Purdue's still in a funk.
Yeah, it didn't look pretty. They got Kwame Evans, who was supposed to be a stud coming out of high school, at 5 points. They have Nate Biddle, who's a center, who scored 23. That could be an issue. We need Sam Alexis to step up again. But this is a team Indiana should beat. And you definitely can't lose this game right now because a win puts you at 17-8, headed into Illinois and Purdue, which means you could sustain 2 losses there and still.
If they're good, if they're good losses. I mean, if there's such a thing as a good loss. We don't want to get blown out by either teams. What we don't want to have happen.
Well, they're probably going to get blown out by at least one of them. I give them a better chance.
I don't agree.
Purdue. I give them a better chance against Purdue.
I do too. But
and I will still Michigan State and Michigan both blew us out.
You what?
Michigan State and Michigan both blew us out.
Do we play Michigan? We don't play Michigan again.
No, we already played them. They blew us out. So you can't say it can't happen.
No, I don't think it's going to happen at this point in the year. I think this team's playing the best basketball they've played all year long right now.
Yeah, but even if you drop those 2 after that, you get Northwestern, which should be a win. Minnesota, which should be a win. That gets you to what, 18 or 19 wins?
I think State, which we could win at home.
I think if you get the Oregon game, you get Northwestern, you get Minnesota, you need 1 win out of those 2 away games that we already are afraid of, Illinois, Purdue. You got Michigan State at home and at Ohio State. If they can win the Oregon, Northwestern, and Minnesota, I think they need to win 1 of the other 4 to make the tournament.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely.
But, fuck, it makes me think I might be wrong. All right, Steve, who are you picking in the Super Bowl today?
I probably got to go. I think Seattle's a little better team, but New England's a team of destiny. They shouldn't even be there, I don't think, but they're there, and they're that maybe it's a team of destiny. Maybe it's something that Belichick and Kraft didn't get in the Hall of Fame on first ballot, and the Patriots are going to shove it back up their tail.
I would think it's more like this.
But how about Adam Vinatieri getting in on the first ballot?
Huh? He's been in for a while, Steve.
No, he hadn't. He got in the first ballot this time.
Hmm?
Yeah. He was the first ballot edition this year.
Was he? Oh, yeah, he was. Because was it?
Wait, did I know something you didn't know?
No. It's just I forget shit nowadays. So sometimes you get lucky and you can tell me shit I forgot. How about that?
You got hair on your head, you don't forget. Because
I got a little bit. A little bit of fuzz.
Okay.
But I don't know. The NFL's a joke anyways.
When everybody's more hyped about Bad Bunny than they are the game, I'd say so. I'm hearing more about Bad Bunny than I am about the game.
I don't care about Bad Bunny. I don't like Bad Bunny or Kid Rock. So
I'm hearing there's a new Budweiser commercial. They already showed the one with the bird.
Oh, if there's a new one, yeah, the commercial used to be good on the Super
They were
Bowl,
teasing it on Instagram. There's a new.
Ever since the world went to hell, there's no longer funny is not allowed on TV.
I like Bad Bunny. He was funny in Happy Gilmore too. He was.
Yeah, but he's not going to be acting. He's going to be singing.
I don't have a problem with Bad Bunny. I mean,
have you ever heard a Bad Bunny song, Steve?
No, I've never heard a Bad Bunny song, but I don't have a problem with Bad Bunny. That's okay.
I do.
Not everybody has to like what I like. That's okay.
Where's dresses, Steve?
That's okay.
It's not okay, Steve.
I am a guy of the 60s and 70s. I like the Beatles, the Beach Boys. I like Best of Bread. I like.
Oh my God, Robert is in love with you now. He says your hair is fire today, Riz.
It is fire. It's going good.
A sexy motherfucker.
I live in Hollywood. You got to have sexy hair to make it out here. That you got to have a pickup truck. I got a pickup truck.
Okay, you got hair and a pickup truck. That's what you got going for you.
And 2 Australian Shepherds, which, believe it or not, Australian Shepherds are California bred dogs. I mean, when I say bred,
then why are they called Australian Shepherds?
That breed was created in California.
Then why did they call them Australian Shepherds?
Because they came up here with the Australian cattle ranchers. They came to America and they brought the Australian cattle dogs with them. and they wanted something a little bit more family oriented. So they took a Burmese mountain dog and they mated it with the Australian cattle dog, thus became the Australian Shepherd, because the dog was built as a herder. And unlike the border collies, which are more sheep herding dogs because they're a lot more thin and wiry, the Australian Shepherd's a little more stocky and beefy to match and be able to herd cattle. But that dog is one of the true American breeds that ever makes the Westminster Kennel Club or the AKC. It is a true American breed of dogs. Unlike Golden Retrievers, unlike Irish Setters, unlike Labrador Retrievers, unlike Pit Bulls, those dogs are all of European descent.
Don't talk shit about my dog.
No.
He's an illegal immigrant.
I love
I'm afraid ICE is going to come get him.
He doesn't have a green card? Your dog doesn't have a green card?
No, he just eats, shits, and takes naps and plays with these toys.
That's good. That's what dogs should do. But my Australian Shepherds are actually true American citizens, naturalized, born in American citizens.
Did they vote last time around?
Yes, they voted Republican. They have the freedom to go up there, they didn't have to have a picture ID, and they had to have no identification. So therefore, they could just.
No, it's California. They figured that since they were dogs, maybe they would vote.
You know what the funny thing is? We have 3 people that live in our house out here in California. We get about 7 ballots mailed to us.
Do you fill them all out?
No, because it's illegal to do that. But you could.
I don't know.
Because you don't have to have any identification or proof that it's you. You just stick whatever you want to. But we get literally 7 ballots every election that are mailed to our house. How about that for fair and equitable elections?
You've given us so much shit today that we didn't already know, from Australian sheepdogs to California elections, that we really appreciate.
They're Australian Shepherds, not sheepdogs. There's no such thing as an Australian sheepdog.
Fuck it, it's a sheepdog.
No, it's a cattle dog. It herds cattle.
It herds cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Steve. Anything else before we wrap it up?
I
will say Seahawks 41.
Puppy Bowl is starting here in 30 minutes. Be sure to turn on.
Does somebody win the puppy? Does one of the dogs win at the Puppy Bowl?
They all win. They all get adopted and get to go to their forever homes. All dogs win.
That's fucking.
All dogs go to heaven.
I'll tell you what. I would watch the Puppy Bowl if only the winner got to live. That would be interesting as hell. Watch them fight for their lives.
Living in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, you got a warped mind.
Well,
I thought the people of California had a warped mind, but you fit right in with the warped mind syndrome.
I just don't like the everybody wins shit. Everybody gets a trophy, Steve.
It's participation.
What if it's just the dog that comes in last? We got to get rid of him.
Nobody finishes last in the Puppy Bowl because they all get adopted.
Robert wants to know what kind of shampoo you're using. I think, Steve.
It's called niacin, or no, not niacin. What's it called? Nexus. No, it's $53 a bottle. It's not cheap crap.
Does it blow you too?
No, but you got to buy another $53 bottle of the conditioner to go with it. You see, here's the problem. I had osteomyelitis in one of the bones in my leg, and they were threatening to cut my leg off because when you get osteo, it's an infection of the bone marrow. It's virtually impossible to cure the infection in the bone marrow because of the poor penetration of anything in through the bone. The bone
but that
is not
shampoo
very porous.
Fixed it?
No, let me tell you what happened.
They would be worth $53.
They gave me a very powerful antibiotic that cured the infection in my bone marrow, but it also started making my hair fall out as a side effect of the antibiotic. My hair started falling out. I started to look a lot like you, which was scary in its own way.
If you look like me, you'd be much better off.
Well,
I'm 8 years older than Steve.
In some ways I would. But then, so I needed to grow my hair back. So they gave me this shampoo that was promotes growth. It promotes pore cleansing, hair regeneration. It's not Rogaine. It's not one of these, fly by night things. It's a legitimate. And all of a sudden, it's been working on it for about 6 months, and I've gotten my hair back to where it was. And it's a process, and it was very scary. I was more concerned about losing my hair than my foot because I'm dog ugly without my hair. Trust me, I'm dog ugly as it is, but I'm doggier, uglier without my hair. Kind of like
Okay.
you.
What?
I think you would look good with a head of hair.
No, I haven't had hair in like shit since the early 90s.
Okay.
Got to
So
shave
that's
my
my
head.
story, and I'm sticking to it. But you gotta, if you want a true American dog, get an Australian Shepherd.
All right, Indiana versus Oregon. Who wins Monday night?
I'm gonna go Indiana by double digits.
I'm gonna go Indiana 87, Oregon 72,
Okay, that's about the same thing. I mean,
or
I
77 to
I don't
62.
care
Something like
points
that.
total. I just think they win
As
by
long as we
double
win the
digits.
damn game, I don't care. They can win the game by a point.
I
I
think
don't care.
Indiana's got some momentum going right now. I think they're feeling good about themselves. I think they pulled off a good win against Wisconsin.
I mean,
I
this is a
think
team, if they are on, even on the road, they could pull an upset.
their best shot is probably against Purdue. I think Illinois is probably the best team in the Big Ten, along with Michigan. It's probably a duke. Those two will duke it out.
Nebraska,
Nebraska also, but I think that
Michigan State.
Illinois, having seen all three of those teams play, I like Illinois the best of the three, and then I like Michigan, and Nebraska is a better version of Indiana.
Yeah, Michigan State's good.
Michigan State's very well coached.
They beat Illinois. I don't think they are. I think he's fucking overrated, to tell you the truth.
I don't think so. I think
Last time he won a
Izzo,
national championship was 25 years ago, Steve.
well, he's the last Big Ten coach to win one.
I know. I didn't say anybody else was any good. All right, guys. Make sure.
Do you realize that it's been longer since I won a national championship today than when I came to Indiana from the 53 team?
But do you realize that
53 to 77 was only what?
Do you realize
23
53 to win?
23, 24 years?
53 to 81 is
80,
28.
well, no, 77 is when I came to Indiana.
Oh, okay. That's 24 years.
24 years. It has been 45 years since my team won a national championship.
We'll get this, though. You know, it's been so long since Indiana won a basketball championship that their football team has won one. Since they have.
Thank God for Signetti and the football team.
All right, guys, make sure you hit the like button on YouTube. Helps the algorithm, helps get us out to more people. Share this if you get a chance, unless you think it sucks. Then don't, but still come back and watch because we'll try to get better for you. Make sure you follow us on X at Grueling Truth. You can find the video show also on Spotify, and we're on anywhere you can find sports podcasts, iHeartRadio, iTunes, you name it. We're there.
We're certainly physical enough to take the ugly hits if you guys want to throw them at us. But we greatly appreciate constructive criticism too. If there's something else you'd like us to talk about, like maybe great episodes of All in the Family, it was a great show in its day. Great episodes of I Love Lucy.
Cheers.
Cheers. Norm, the great episode where everybody's standing trying to get into the bar.
Oh, every
and
episode
because nobody brought the keys, they all forgot their keys, and here comes Norm. Says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late," and takes his key out and unlocks the bar for everybody to get in. That includes Sam and Woody and everybody, and so there's a great episode there. Friends, I watched 3 episodes of Friends last night.
Friends fan.
I'm not really either, although they have some good. They have some. Tom Selleck was on last night. So I like Tom Selleck as an actor. Magnum PI was one of my favorite shows to watch.
I never watched it.
It was my wife and I got married in Hawaii, so.
So if you get married in Hawaii, you have to watch Magnum PI.
We did. I had OP shorts and a red flowered shirt and a mustache, and hair like Tom Selleck. So,
All right, Steve. But where was I? Oh, I'm getting the fuck out of here. All right, we will be back Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
Who are you picking for the Super Bowl? You didn't tell me. I
told you. 41-13 Seattle. Seattle blows them out.
Oh, you're going to blow them out. Ooh, I think it's a closer game.
Yeah, it might be for a little bit.
Here's the $10 question. Does Seattle throw a pick at the 1 yard line when they got Marshawn Lynch?
They don't have Marshawn Lynch.
They're going to bring him back for this game. They're going to bring him back for this game just to give him that 1 yard run.
Brought up repeatedly. It doesn't matter. It still won't change who got the Super Bowl trophy that year.
There's Russell Wilson wanting to be the MVP of the game. That's what that play was all about.
No, well, Pete Carroll being a dumbass. But
Yeah. You
he's
think
been a
Pete
well-known
Carroll called
coach.
that play?
Hey, Robert watched Slapshot and Miracle yesterday. I love Slapshot.
Slap shot, great.
Especially the game, the dude that was in penalty box, and he'd go, he'd be jerking off right in the penalty box. You remember that?
Michael Onkentine, Paul Newman.
Hey, this is the other
the
interesting
Hanson
thing.
brothers,
I've been there
the
before.
original Coneheads.
I've been there before because when I coached Northern Kentucky River Monsters arena football, we actually played at the Johnstown Arena where the movie was filmed and where the Johnstown Chiefs played. Because you had all the Hanson brothers, big mannequins and stuff all over the place. But yeah, that arena where they filmed the hockey in the movie, I coached a football game there.
You know what the basketball version of Slapshot was, don't you? Semi-pro.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was Will Ferrell. He's stupid.
Oh no, but they had
I don't like Will
Fakaitis.
Ferrell.
Fakaitis who got shot in the arm.
Still don't like Will Ferrell, but I like Slapshot.
You had to punch him in the duodenum so he could puke. You see, nobody ever punched him in the duodenum.
I'm trying to listen to that song. I left it. Remember, we played a national anthem, and then you had the Hansons, and one of the Hansons was at a Cincinnati Cyclones game last week, but I refused to go to Cincinnati Cyclones.
You know who the Flint Tropics were representative of, don't you?
The Flint Tropics.
Yeah, the Miami team. What was the Miami ABA team?
There was only a Miami team for like a year.
Yeah. Trying to think what they was. Name great players of the ABA.
Rick Barry.
Rick Barry, Willie Wise.
Yeah. Mel Daniels.
George Gervin started in the ABA.
Julius Irving.
Who was the guy that Virginia squired? Charlie. What was
Julius
Charlie?
Irving.
Julius Irving started in the New Jersey Nets. Started there.
You said Artis Gilmore, didn't you?
Artis Gilmore, Kentucky Colonels. Dan Issel.
Dan Issel. Yeah.
Mel Daniels.
We already said Mel Daniels.
Okay, Mel Daniels. Willie Wise. Louis Dampier.
Bad news, Marvin Barnes.
Marvin Barnes was in playing for Team Venice when I played for Team Treviso in Italy. He was a wreck. He blew up Italy. They did not like him over there.
He blew up every place, didn't he?
He blew up every place. He was a Providence. He was a Rhode Island. Probably he went to Providence, didn't he?
Yeah, he took him to the Final Four with
Ernie DiGregorio. Ernie No DiGregorio. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Villanova had Rory Sparrow back then. They beat us in '77.
Moses Malone.
Connie Hawkins.
Who was
Roger
the little
Brown,
white dude from
the
Kentucky?
Raja?
Little white dude from Louis Dampier.
I said Louis Dampier.
Oh, did you? Billy Cunningham, who ended up being the Philadelphia 76ers coach.
What was Charlie? Who was the black guy that played for the Virginia Squires? Charlie. He was a shooting guard. Charlie Scott?
Yeah, Charlie Scott from North Carolina.
Great player. Kevin Joyce. Remember Kevin Joyce from the South Carolina team?
Yeah.
That went on. And
David Thompson
and Monty Towle.
Monty Towle from North Carolina State.
North Carolina State. Both of them did, but Monty Towle was from Oak Ridge or Oakmont or Oak something, Indiana. Little town in Indiana.
You said Roger Brown, didn't you?
Yeah, the Raja. Went on to be
Spencer Haywood?
Marion County Sheriff. Spencer Haywood, yeah.
George McGinnis. How could we forget George
Big
McGinnis?
Mac signed, played there. How do we forget Big Mac? Nicest guy you ever want to meet in your life, George McGinnis.
Ron Boone. You remember Ron Boone?
Ron Boone. Yep. My God. Billy Keller. The Ballad of Bill Keller. Homegrown Hoosier. Rick Mount. Mount played for the Pacers.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Did Maravich ever play in the ABA? No, I think he went right to the Atlanta Hawks.
Freddie Lewis played for the Pacers.
Yeah, Fritz.
You remember Maurice Lucas?
Oh, Big Mo was a bitch. Big
Doug Moe. You said Mo, or maybe it reminded me of
Doug Moe. And went on to become a good NBA coach.
I got one for you. He was a great player that most people don't forget. He played for the Utah Stars. Zelmo Beatty. Who can forget? Willie Wise and Zelmo Beatty made up the Utah Stars. Yeah, because they played the Pacers in '73 in the finals, didn't they? Or '72. What about James Silas?
Yeah.
Donnie Freeman.
Don Boozy. Don Boozy from
Yeah, Don
Evansville.
Boozy. And also that Miami team, I think, were
They
they
were
called?
the Miami
No,
Tropics.
they were the Floridians, I think.
Floridians, Miami Floridians.
Because
They
I
had the
think
first go-go girls. They had the little white bikinis and the boots, but they were Miami, so
Yeah.
they were attuned to that. I think we've lost everybody. I think you and I are the
it
only
doesn't
ones
matter. We could just have our conversation now instead of
everybody gone?
Super Bowls today, huh?
Everybody gone?
Let me look. No, they're not.
They're not. Oh,
Robert wants a Kentucky Colonels jersey.
you can still get those.
I don't think you can because you spell. Oh, I get it. So he's acted like he's from Kentucky. So he misspelled Jersey. He spelled it Jersey. Yeah, he's making fun of
Here's
Kentucky.
the deal. I lived in bicycle distance from the Coliseum when growing up, so I would ride my bike over, and you could go in and pay your $1.50 SRO, standing room only, and I'd go down, and you could be a ball boy just by showing up and going down there and just kicking back rebounds, and they'd make you a ball boy. Well, after one game, they gave me an official ABA basketball.
Too bad you didn't keep that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I took
Especially
it home.
if you had the whole team sign it.
I took it home and played with it out on my concrete driveway, and it was an indoor ball, a leather ball. And I destroyed it. And what I wouldn't give to have that basketball now, an original ABA with Mike Storin as the general manager.
You could have had the entire team sign it. It'd be worth a lot of money right now.
Oh, God. If you had the entire Pacer over Bobby Slick Leonard, Nancy Leonard.
We forgot about him, too.
Yeah, Slick did the telethon to save the Pacers.
1977, I believe it was.
Yeah. Remember Jack Ramsey was the coach and he fell off his bike and
he wasn't the ABA. He wasn't the ABA.
He was an early
he wasn't
ABA
the brain dead one. It was the dude that coached Jack Ramsey. Who was the dude? We just watched that show too. What the hell was it called? It was Paul Westhead took over for the dude you're talking about.
Paul Westhead took over
or Pat Riley took over for Paul Westhead, but Paul Westhead got the job because the Lakers head coach fell off the bike. Jack McKinney. And yeah, but
I tried out for the Pacers that year. That's when Clark Kellogg was the #1 pick. You had to put your full name on your shorts, on your shirt, because McKinney couldn't remember anybody's name. So when you were at camp, you had to have your name plastered all over your practice gear, so McKinney could remember, call you out by your name.
Yeah, but Jack Ramsey actually ended up coaching the Pacers also.
Mm-hmm.
But
did Larry Brown ever coach it? No, he didn't coach the Pacers.
Yeah, he did. He coached when Reggie was here. He got us to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's right, he did.
But
no, was that him or Bird?
No, Bird would have been the team that went to the finals in 2000
against the Lakers, right?
Yeah, but
that's
McKinney,
Dale Earnhardt got killed in
Daytona. Was assistant for Ramsey.
All right,
and then McKinney, of course, had the ill-fated with the Lakers 79, or went to the Lakers in 80. Jack Ramsey was with the Lakers McKinney was with them in 79, 80, and then
the things we know we don't know.
80 to 84. McKinney was the head coach there. And then I think McKinney became the head coach of the Kansas City Kings after the Pacers fired him. But he was named the NBA Coach of the Year in 1981, actually, because if you remember, the first time the Pacers ever made the NBA playoffs was they lost. It used to be a best-of-3 short series, but they lost to Julius Erving and the Philadelphia 76ers in 2 straight in 80. They didn't make the playoffs again until 1987 with Jack Ramsey. They lost that series 3-1, but I remember it was the first NBA playoff game they ever won. They won Game 3 at Market Square, but then they lost Game 4 at Market Square. But we could have won the whole damn series. But John Long refused to pass the fucking ball, and we lost by a point or two in Game 1 or Game 2. I forget which one. Yeah,
the shampoo I use is called Nioxin. You can only get it at your beautician where you get your hair cut.
Hey, Steve, you need to get a deal with these people before you bring this up.
Or at Sephora. You can get it at Sephora. And there's another place like Sephora that my wife goes to.
You need to reach out to them, see if they can give you a free bottle if you mention it on the show.
I need $53 a bottle. I need to, man.
Seriously, reach out to them.
Now I got my whole family using it too. They're using my bottle. So,
I would use it too, Steve, but it would do me absolutely no good.
no, it'd grow hair on your head.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
It won't. I would just shave
Oh,
it
well.
back off because I wouldn't want to pay $50
Okay.
for
All
shampoo.
right. What time are we coming on to?
We're going to act like now
Sometime?
you're going to end the show. I didn't try to 20 minutes
Yeah,
ago.
I know. I think
But we will be back Tuesday at 1 o'clock to recap the Oregon game and to look ahead to that 2-game road trip against Purdue and Illinois. Make sure you follow us on X, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. But for now,
the hate mail we get for today.
he's Steve Risley. I'm Mike Goodpasser. You've been watching and listening to The Grueling Truth.